Today we're going to be talking about just how do you go about hitting a high shot, a low shot, or even a normal shot in the course of a round of golf. Many times we get in front of maybe some bushes where we have to hit the shot to the green a little higher. Other times we might be in the woods or in jail, as we call it, and we have to hit a punch shot and hit the ball much lower back into play. And I want to go over a few different things that are very simple, that you really don't have to change your swing in the middle of your round to accomplish these things. Number one, I want to make sure that I'm set up properly. And that's something that you can check at the range and make sure you're set up in the proper position, because how we set up dictates how we take the club back and through. So the one important thing that I want to emphasize is when you're working on your setup is to make sure that you're in an athletic position. And by that I mean I want to be in a position very much like when I remember I used to play baseball or play tennis, and I was waiting for a ground ball to come to me. I had to be in a position, of course, to go left and right, or if I was waiting for a serve, I had to be in a position, again, I could move athletically. Left, right, front, back. So the same thing applies in golf. We want to set up in an athletic position, because by the time you take the club back and through, there's probably no more than a second and a half. So if you're not set up in an athletic position, chances are you're not going to find it on the way through. Okay, so I try to set up with the weight on the balls of my feet. I've got my rear end anchored out and my head's out over the ball, as you can see. Then what I do, let my hands drop, and that's how I set up to the ball. That will also tell me how far I should be from the ball. If I'm set up properly, the club will then go back the way it should go without thinking. If I was set up, for example, improperly, let's say a lot of people like to sit back on their heels. Well, that's going to dictate that the club goes back too low, and it's great if I want to hit a low shot, but if I want to hit a high shot, it's much too difficult, and it's very hard to keep my balance. So I want to set up athletically, drop my hands, grip the club, and I'm ready to go. As far as the ball position, when I have to hit a real high shot over some trees, or if I want to hit it high so when it hits the green it stops quicker, all you really have to do is open your stance a bit and play the ball off your left foot. And I'm going to show you the difference of positioning the ball off your right foot, middle, and off your left foot. And you'll see as I place the ball in different parts of my setup, you're going to see, without influencing the club whatsoever, you're going to see the face of the club have less loft off my right foot like this. And as I move the ball towards the middle and then to the left, you're going to see the club face increase the degrees of loft on the club automatically. So you can see it off my right foot now. Of course, that would be to hit a low shot. You can see the club is de-lofted. I'm going to keep my hands in the same position with all the shots, and this will, of course, make it go low. As I move it towards the center, you'll see the face of the club increase in loft. That's for my normal shot. And then if I play it off my left foot, you can see the loft of the club increase quite a bit. So all I'm really going to do is open my stance for the high shot off my left foot. I'm going to set up, aim the club face at the target, open my stance by just taking my left foot and placing it back a couple of inches. I have it off my left foot, and you can see right away all the loft there is on that club face. Then I'm just going to go ahead and hit the shot. Now, if I'm in jail and I've got tree limbs in front of me and I've got to hit it low, like I just said, I think back to the 3 ball positions, and you can see by playing it off the right foot, now the loft of the club is decreased quite a bit. And in that case, I'm going to keep my feet square, or you could move the right foot back and close it a hair and go ahead and hit. That ball position dictates that my hands are in front of the ball and therefore delofting it. If I hit a normal shot with, let's say, a short iron, I'm going to play it in the middle, and that's the number of degrees loft on the club. I'm not influencing it one bit. So there you have it. Hitting high shots, open the stance, play the ball off your left foot. You want to hit a normal shot, square, and in the middle, and to hit a low shot off your right foot. So when you're in the heat of battle out there on the golf course, a lot of times we don't have the luxury of time. We have to keep the pace of play up, and we can't be checking our notes or thinking, what do I do to hit it low or hit it high? When you just keep these 3 ball positions in mind, you're going to find it's going to be a whole lot easier to hit the ball higher, normal, or hitting it lower, as in the case of getting it under a tree limb and back out in the fairway so you can get your next shot onto the green. Try it at the range. You're going to see the different trajectories of flight as you move the ball from your left foot to the middle and to the right foot.